dancing in the distance.
Yeah, used to be 6 of us, same block, same church, same pew. Now it's just me.
Back in '95, we were young and full of fire. Sunday school kids singing in the youth choir. 6 teenagers sitting on the same row, talking about faith and how far we go. After service, we walked through the neighborhood, talking scripture, basketball, and what was good. Summer nights on the church front steps, believing God had a purpose for every breath. But life got heavy as the years rolled by. Reality started changing people's minds. One friend stopped praying after losing his dad. Another got bitter when his home life turned bad. One chased money, one chased popularity. Another traded hope for street credibility. And little by little the circle changed, until I barely recognized the names. I'm the last believer in the circle now, still holding on somehow. Everybody took a different road, but I can't let go. Standing on the top, I can let love. Trusting when it's hard. Sometimes faith feels lonely in the dark, but I know who you are. Friday nights at the old basketball court, conversations different than before. Used to talk purpose, dreams and grace. Now nobody even brings up faith. They laugh when church comes into discussion, say religion just another human construction. Tell me I'm wasting precious time following truth they left behind. Sometimes I won't lie, it gets hard watching people drift so far, especially when they're brothers to me, people who help shape my identity. Cause I remember all the nights we'd pray, asking God, show us the way. Now I'm sitting there hearing them joke about promises I still hope. I'm the last believer in the circle now, still holding on somehow. Everybody took a different road, but I can't let go. Standing when it's not popular, trusting when it's hard. Sometimes faith feels lonely in the dark, but I know who you are. Soulful piano. Maybe being faithful isn't always standing with a crowd. Maybe sometimes faith means standing alone, without becoming bitter, without losing love, without losing hope. One winter evening on the train ride home, looking through the glass, feeling all alone, questioning everything I believe, wondering if I was being naive. And I remember what my grandmother said before she passed and left these words in my head: don't measure truth by who's still around. Sometimes conviction stands its ground and stayed with me through the years ahead, through every doubt living in my head. Cause faith was never meant to be a trend, something you follow depending on your friend. So now I pray for every one of them, the same brothers I knew back then, not with judgment, anger or pride, just hoping they'll find peace inside. And if I remain the last one standing here, I'll keep walking without fear, because being alone doesn't mean you're abandoned when God is still holding your hand through it. I'm the last believer in the circle now, still holding on somehow. Everybody took a different road, but I can't let go. Standing with me and be love, trusting when it's hard. Sometimes faith feels lonely in the dark, but I know who you are. Train rolling through the night, vinyl spinning, cold city wind. The old crew still crosses my mind sometimes. The basketball court, the church steps, the dreams we share. Maybe one day they'll come back. Until then, I keep the light on. Bus brakes hissing, coins dropping into the fare box. Rain against the window. Yeah. 6:45 in the morning. Another crowded bus. Another long ride across the city. And somewhere between the bus stop and the destination, a young believer starts talking to God in his mind. Yeah. Cold morning air while I'm waiting in line, watching headlights cut through the sunrise. Bus finally pulled up, already packed tight. Everybody carrying battles they hide. Construction workers with coffee in their hands. Students have to sleep trying to understand. Single mothers heading toward another shift, praying somehow they can make ends meet with it. I find a place standing near the back door rail, looking through the glass at the cityscape still pale. Graffiti walls and apartment buildings warm, reminders that another day is born. Headphones low but my thoughts run deep, thinking about promises I'm trying to keep. Dreams in my chest, bills in the mailbox, faith getting tested at every bus stop. On the crowded bus again, thinking where this road might end. Between my struggles and my dreams, life ain't always what it seems. Through the traffic, through the rain, through the pressure and the pain, maybe purpose rides with me further than these eyes can see. Old man sitting by the window seat, reading the newspaper quietly. Teenager beside him staring at a screen, lost inside a digital dream. Little kid laughing while his mother smiled, making the whole bus lighter for a while. And I realized everybody got a story, everybody searching for meaning and glory. Some chasing money, some chasing peace, some just hoping their anxiety decrease. Some carrying wounds nobody can view, some asking questions I ask too. Why do certain doors never seem to open? Why does hope sometimes feel broken? Why does faith get hard when life gets rough? And how do I trust when things get tough? On the crowded bus again, thinking where this road might end. Between my struggles and my dreams, life ain't always what it seems. Through the traffic, through the rain, through the pressure and the pain, maybe purpose rides with me further than these eyes can see. Soulful piano, city ambience. Sometimes God speaks in quiet moments, not in a rush, not in the noise, but during the journey, when you finally slow down enough to listen. Bus rolls past the church I knew as a kid, past the basketball court where we live, past the corner where my cousin lost hope, past reminders how far we've come. Suddenly the ride feels different now, like every delay got purpose somehow. Maybe this season ain't punishment at all, maybe preparation happens before the call. Maybe success isn't arriving fast, maybe it's learning lessons while you pass through ordinary mornings and crowded seats, finding grace in the routine. Bus finally stops near my destination line, I grab my bag and step outside, but I carry something more than when I came, a little more peace than when the ride began. On the crowded bus again, thinking where this road might end. Between my struggles and my dreams, life ain't always what it seems. Through the traffic, through the rain, through the pressure and the pain, maybe purpose rides with me further than these eyes can see. Bus doors opening, footsteps on the sidewalk, vinyl slowing down. Tomorrow morning, the bus will be crowded again, the city will be noisy again. The problems may still be there, but so will God's presence, riding beside me, one stop at a time. School hall with ambient. Okay.
Everybody wants a microphone,
A stage,
a spotlight,
but sometimes the loudest sermons.
I never preached at all.
Monday morning crowded city bus ride. People carrying burdens they keep inside. Coffee cups, tired eyes, long faces. Everybody rushing to different places. Young believers sitting near the window pane, listening to boom bap while watching the rain. No platform, no audience, no spotlight glow. Just another student nobody really knows. Classmate going through a difficult week. Usually loud, but today barely speaks. Most people notice but continue moving on. He sits beside him and asks what's wrong. No Bible verse quoted, no dramatic speech. Just genuine kindness when somebody's weak. Sometimes compassion says more than words, even when God's name is never heard. Preaching without a microphone, living what you say when nobody knows. No stage lights, no applause, just everyday faith. Because sometimes actions tell the story best. When love shows up in the middle of stress, and people see something different inside without a single word or amplified line. Yeah. Part-time job after school at the grocery store, stocking shelves like you did before. Co-workers gossip every chance they get, throwing dirt on people they just met. He could join in, fit right with the crowd, get a quick laugh, talk loud, but he chooses differently, keeps his peace, refusing to tear somebody down for cheap. Manager notices over passing months how this young kid never starts drama once. Always shows up, works hard, stays real, treats every customer with respect and goodwill. One evening, while sweeping their closing time, a co-worker asks what shapes his mind. Why you stay calm when everything goes wrong? The conversation finally comes along. Preaching without a microphone, living what you say when nobody knows. No stage lights, no applause, just everyday faith. Because sometimes actions tell the story best. When love shows up in the middle of stress, and people see something different inside without a single word or amplified line. Soft piano, vinyl crackle. Not every disciple stands behind the pulpit. Some stand in classrooms, some ride city buses, some work late shift, some simply choose kindness, but nobody expects it. Years later, looking back on those days, he realized God was working in quiet ways. Not through viral moments or famous speeches, but through ordinary places ordinary people reach. The friend from school never forgot that seat, when someone cared enough to listen deeply. The co-worker eventually found faith too, after watching consistency shine through. Cause influence isn't always loud and grand. Sometimes it's simply how you treat another man. The patience, integrity, mercy, grace displayed daily in life's normal pace. Now every boom bap record that I write carries that lesson through every line. That the strongest testimony people might see could be the life you're living quietly. Preaching without a microphone, living what you say when nobody knows. No stage lights, no applause, just everyday faith. Because sometimes actions tell the story best. When love shows up in the middle of stress, and people see something different inside without a single word or amplified line. School bell ringing, city bus pulling away, vinyl fading in the silence. No microphone, no spotlight. No microphone, no spotlight. No platform.
Just another ordinary day.
And another opportunity to let your life speak louder than your words.
Alarm ringing, sunlight breaking through the blinds. First thing I grab ain't the Bible, it's online. Thumb moving fast through the endless feed. Everybody showing what they want me to see. New cars, vacation, designer clothes. Success stories nobody fully knows. Perfect bodies, perfect lives, perfect smile. Got me questioning myself after a while. Comparison creeping into my thoughts. making me forget everything that I've got. Suddenly my blessings don't seem enough, just because somebody else's highlight looks tough. Minutes become hours without me noticing. Mind getting crowded while my spirit's weakening. And the craziest thing is nobody can tell, cause the battle's happening inside myself.
Temptation on the timeline, yeah. Every day, every night time, yeah. Voices trying to pull my focus away from the things that really matter today. Scrolling through the noise and confusion, fighting distraction and illusion, trying to keep my eyes on what's true when the whole world says pursue something new.
Not every temptation looks dangerous at first. Sometimes it's just putting other things first. Endless content, filling every spare second in, until I can't even hear what God's direction is. One reel turns into 25 more. Now the Bible's still closed on the drawer. Conviction whispers, but I swipe again, chasing dopamine instead of discipline. Friends posting lifestyles that seem unreal, making ordinary life feel less appealing. Everybody winning according to the screen, but nobody posting what happens in between. Anxiety growing underneath the surface, looking for identity in places that don't deserve it. And I realize while staring at the glow, this app knows exactly what keeps me scrolling.
Temptation on the timeline, every day, every night time. Voices trying to pull my focus away from the things that really matter today. Scrolling through the noise and confusion, fighting distraction and illusion, trying to keep my eyes on what's true when the whole world says pursue something new.
Soulful roads. The battle isn't always on the streets. Sometimes it's in your pocket. Sometimes it's the things nobody sees. The war for your attention. The war for your heart. Yeah. One night I put the phone face down, sat in silence while the room got quiet now. No notifications, no endless feed, just space to breathe and finally think deeply. Open the scriptures where I left the page. Words hitting different in the digital age. Reminded me my value ain't measured by views. Followers like, so what other people choose. Peace slowly replacing the pressure inside. The need to compete started losing its grip on my mind, cause purpose can't be found through comparison. And identity isn't built on attention. Now I still use the apps. I'm not running away, but I gotta be careful what influences my day, because everything I consume shapes what I become. And I refuse to lose the race before it's even run. Well, yeah.
Temptation on the timeline, yeah. Every day, every night time, yeah. Voices trying to pull my focus away from the things that really matter today. Scrolling through the noise and confusion, fighting distraction and illusion, trying to keep my eyes on what's true when the whole world says pursue something new.
Phone screen goes dark, pages turning, vinyl crackle fading. The timeline never ends. The notifications keep coming. The distractions keep calling. But tonight, the phone stays on the desk, and the Bible stays open. For once, the algorithm isn't deciding what fills my mind, but to my mind. Vinyl crackle, MPC pads clicking. Things the window. Midnight in a small apartment.
Everybody sleeping.
Just a teenager.
Just a teenager.
Sampler. And the dream bigger than the room he's sitting in. Tiny bedroom on the third floor. I walk up, old desk crowded with records stacked up, posters on the wall, headphones on tight, making beats while the city sleeps at night. Mama work doubles, finally asleep, so I keep the volume low when the drums hit deep. Lamplight glowing in the corner by the bed, ideas and melodies running through my head. Digging through soul records from a thrift store crate, looking for that perfect sample to create. Needle drop slow, hear the choir sing, then I chop the melody into something clean. Kick, snare, bass line, everything aligned. Trying to turn emotions into sound and rhyme. Not chasing trends, not following hype. Just trying to make something that can change your life.
Boom bap in the bedroom, dreams filling up the room. Dusty drums and a hopeful soul trying to answer a higher call. One beat at a time, one prayer at a time.
Maybe these sounds can point somebody home long after I'm gone, long after I'm home.
School during the day, beats during the night. Living somewhere between faith and ambitions. Fight, friends talk, money, chains, and fame. But something different burns in my brain, cause I done seen pain inside these streets. Kids losing hope before 18. Family struggling just to survive. People carry hurt deep inside. What if music could do more to entertain? What if a beat could help heal pain? What if a song reached somebody alone, sitting in darkness thinking nobody knows? Those thoughts stay with me while I create, layering sounds until it feels great. Every kick drum carrying purpose inside, every melody becoming the guide.
Boom bap in the bedroom.
Boom bap in the bedroom, dreams filling up the room. Dusty drums and a hopeful soul trying to answer a higher call.
Boom bap in the bedroom.
One beat at a time, one prayer at a time.
Maybe these sounds can point somebody home long after I'm gone. Boom bap in the phone.
Soul sample looping. Not everybody sees it. To them it's just music, just another kid making beats. But every night I'm building something bigger than sound. Yeah. At 2 a.m. with the rain outside, I lean back and listen with closed eyes. The beat finally feels like what I imagined. Warm, soulful, alive and passionate. Not perfect, still learning every day, still making mistakes, still finding my way. But I picture somebody hearing this years from now, finding hope in the season of doubt. Maybe a teen, you're feeling misunderstood. Maybe someone trying to leave the neighborhood. Maybe a believer needing strength to continue. Maybe a dreamer searching for what's true. And suddenly this little room feels less small, like purpose somehow reaches beyond these walls. Cause success ain't only measured by streams, or how many people know your name and dreams. If one life changes because of what I create, then every late night was worth the wait.
Boom bap in the bed.
Boom bap in the bedroom, dreams filling up the room. Dusty drums and a hopeful soul trying to answer a higher call.
Boom bap in the bed.
One beat at a time, one prayer at a time.
Maybe these sounds can point somebody home long after I'm gone. Boom bap in the room.
PC pad stop.
Vinyl spinning to the end groove, rain slowly fading. The room is still small, the equipment is still old. The future is still uncertain, but the dream is alive. And somewhere between the drums, the sample, and the prayers, a purpose is taking shape. Another morning, another chance. Before the city starts moving, before the pressure arrives, before the city starts moving, a simpler hook. Before the city starts moving, before the pressure arrives.
At 6:30 in the morning, winter light barely shone. Tiny apartment, old radiator still groaning. Mama in the kitchen making coffee for the day. Same routine, same struggles, but she still gon' pray. I put my sneakers on beside the front door mat. Backpack on the chair where I always leave it at. Bills on the counter, rent due next week. Life ain't easy where we live, to be honest, it's steep. But before I hit the sidewalk and catch that early ride, I bow my head quietly and close my eyes. Not asking for riches, not asking for fame, just strength for whatever comes my way. Cause these streets got lessons, pressure and noise. Trying not to lose myself, chasing temporary joys. Prayer before the bus comes, before the city wakes up, before trust above. One more day, one more chance, walking forward by faith. Can't control what comes my way, but no, I ask my steps. But I know who guides my steps. Bus stop crowded underneath the gray sky. People carrying burdens they never verbalize. Construction workers, students, nurses and scrubs. Everybody fighting battles nobody talks of. I find a seat near the back by the window. Watching city blocks disappear slow. Thinking about the sermon for Sunday afternoon. Trying to hold on to that peace before it leaves the room. Friend got laid off, cousin fighting addiction. Other homie caught up in a bad situation. Sometimes it feels like the world moving too fast. Like everybody running but nobody knows the path. Still I remember what my grandmother would say. God ain't only with you on the good days. Pray before the bus comes, before the city wakes up, before the crowds and the traffic rush. I put my trust above. One more day, one more chance, walking forward by faith. Can't control what comes my way, but I know who guides my steps.
But I know who guides my steps.
Soft piano, distant bus breaks. Some mornings feel heavy, some mornings feel uncertain. But peace isn't found in having every answer. It's found in knowing you're not walking alone. Evening come, sunlight fading from the streets. Long day, finally resting at my feet. Not everything worked the way I planned. Still got questions I don't understand, but looking back through every high and low, I can see grace in places I didn't know. Missed opportunities, unexpected delays, somehow became blessings in different ways. Now the city's glowing underneath the stars. Bus ride home, reflecting on how far. A simple prayer before I left this place carried me through another day by grace. Tomorrow morning when the alarm clock rings, I do it all again before anything. Because faith ain't always mountains moved overnight. Sometimes it's just trusting through ordinary life. Pray before the bus comes, before the city wakes up, before the crowds and the traffic rush. I put my trust above. One more day, one more chance, walking forward by faith. Can't control what comes my way, but I know who guides my steps.
But I know who guides my steps.
Bus doors closing, vinyl crackle, soft rose fading, morning prayer, backpack on, another day, quiet comfort, that God is only there before I arrive. The set clicks into the tape deck. Vinyl crackles softly, pages turning. Yeah. Brooklyn mornings, headphones on, Bible in the backpack. Bible in the backpack, trying to find balance between the voice of the culture and the voice speaking to his soul.
Wake up early, sunlight leaking through the blinds. Mama already gone, working overtime. Worn out sneakers by the front door still. Dreams bigger than the neighborhood for real. Headphones on while I'm walking down the block. Classic boom bap, knocking from a Walkman box. Stories of struggle, survival and pride. Soundtrack of the city where I grew up inside. Graffiti on the walls, trains rattling by. Young kids chasing something they can't define. Bus ride packed on another school day. Thinking about the future on the long highway. Part of me wants stages, records and respect. Part of me keeps searching for something deeper yet. And every morning feels like standing between two different worlds, pulling on my dreams.
Between the headphones and the Bible, between the pavement and revival.
Boom bap in my heart, truth light in the path.
Trying to find balance in a world so wild. Still growing, still learning like a child. Between the noise and the silence inside, I'm just trying to walk the line.
School bell ringing, afternoon fades. Summer heat resting on the fire escapes. Homies on the court talking money and fame. Everybody got a different plan for the game. One wants a chain, one wants a new ride. One just wants a reason to survive. I listen more than I talk these days, trying to understand these complicated ways. Train tracks hum as the evening arrives, street lights waking up across the sky. Back home, tiny apartment feels small, but somehow there's peace inside these walls. I close the door and let the city drift away. Open the scriptures at the end of the day, searching for wisdom, purpose and direction, looking for answers beyond my reflection.
Between the headphones and the Bible, between the pavement and revival.
Boom bap in my heart, truth light in the path.
Trying to find balance in a world so wild. Still growing, still learning like a child. Between the noise and the silence inside, I'm just trying to walk the line.
Maybe it's not about choosing one side. Maybe it's learning what deserves your attention, keeping the music without losing the message, keeping the culture without losing your soul. Oh, yeah.
Between the headphones and the Bible, between the pavement and revival.
Boom bap in my heart, truth light in the path.
Trying to find balance in a world so wild. Still growing, still learning like a child. Between the noise and the silence inside, I'm just trying to walk the line.
The Bible in the backpack, vinyl spinning to the end groove. The Bible in the backpack, headphones resting on the desk. Bible in the backpack, Bible still open beside him. Bible in the backpack, city noise outside, peace inside. Somewhere between culture and conviction, a young soul keeps growing.